Harrison, just talk about that big series that the Mavs had against Colorado College and kind of carrying that momentum the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think that was huge. You know, how the year's gone so far, we've had some ups and downs, but I think just the way our team has continued to build, it really showcased that weekend. And obviously CC is a big rival for us, and they're a really good team too. So I think it kind of showed us as a squad that we can really beat anybody in this league. And you know, we played a great 2 games. Thought it was some of our best hockey all year, and yeah, really took it to them. So I think it's a good confidence builder for us as a group, and especially heading into a big weekend here against Miami.
Looking ahead to Miami, which is struggling mightily, how do you not overlook them looking into the meat of the NCHC season?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing in college is any given night, anybody can beat anyone. Like, there's no, you know, expecting a blowout at all. Every team in this league is good, and Miami's got a lot of talent on their team too. Sometimes just, you know, again, teams go through struggles and stuff, but that doesn't take away from, you know, how skilled and how talented a team can be. So we got to be focused. We got to be on our game, and you know, we've had a good week of practice here. So just touching up on some details and stuff and getting ready for it's going to be a good battle Friday, Saturday, but we're looking forward to it.
Harrison, when you're entering the ice, the attacking zone with your line, of course you got Brady there and Miles. Talk about what you're thinking when you're on the attack. Do you guys have some plays put together already? Certainly you have the so-called synergy, whatever that means, between you and Brady. But talk about maybe some of your thought process when you're going over that blue line. I know you like to, if nothing else, get a cycle going, don't you?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of that is just, you know, kind of understanding your line mates. And obviously me and Brady have played together for a long time, so I kind of understand where he wants to be and where he usually is on the ice. And I think he kind of thinks the same with me. And then adding Miles for the last few games has been awesome. You know, he's a kid that just works hard, forechecks extremely hard, plays heavy, and is just super tenacious on the puck. So I think kind of figuring out where he likes to be, his patterns, kind of establishing a strong forecheck is something that I thought our line did well on the weekend, and I think that's going to be a strength for us moving forward here. So honestly, when we're on the offense there, I think just kind of making sure, you know, we're looking for every option we can and trying to make a play out of it, but also not rushing anything too much. I think we're pretty good down low. So if we can, again, establish that cycle and be heavy and you know, just wear teams down, I think that's when we're playing our best.
Harrison, talk about your journey to this point to play for the Mavs. Were you and Brady a package deal, and why Omaha?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like a package. You know, I think we kind of committed at 2 different times in the portal, but you know, it's been something that when I was with Alaska, we played here a few times, and you know, I loved the place. Like, I loved playing here, and I knew, you know, the crowds were amazing. The team was always extremely hard to play against. So I think when I was in that portal, just, you know, chatting with other teams, chatting with Gabs and the coaching staff here, I immediately knew like this could be a spot where we could have a chance at winning this year, and then just stepping up my level of development with, you know, the facilities and everything we got here. So yeah, it worked out that Brady was also coming here, and, you know, him and I playing on the same line for the last couple of years. But you know, at the end of the day, it was you know, it was a great choice, and just seeing how the year has gone, there's going to be little rifts and valleys, but I think seeing now where we're at and where the team's at, I think it's really exciting. And I think that, you know, we're going to have a really good push here for the end of the year, and you know, it's going to be my first year in college playoffs, so I'm excited for that, and yeah, it's been good.
I read somewhere that when you're in AAA hockey that someone told you that they didn't think you'd play beyond high school. How's that motivated you in your career?
Yeah, no, it definitely motivated me for sure. Like, you always like to look back and kind of hit them with, well, you were wrong. But yeah, it was just the career-wise, it's been you can say, like, you know, late bloomers, all that stuff. But I think it's just, you know, focusing on trying to get better every year. And honestly, you know, it's cliche to say the journey's the best part, but the best memories I've made have been in spots where I didn't think I was going to end up. You know, just if I got cut from a team and ended up in a different place, like, that was the best thing for me. And it's funny how hockey works. Sometimes it just happens, but as you continue to work and just get better, you know, good things can come your way. So yeah, it's been a process, but, you know, I wouldn't change it for the world.
All right, thanks, Harrison.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Harry.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take questions for Coach.
Well, just some comments, Coach, on the addition of Harrison and I guess the so-called package deal with Brady and having Miles on that line. They were doing some virtuoso type stuff.
Yeah, I think that line's found some chemistry. Like they mentioned, Harrison and Israel and Risk have played together in the past, and adding Miles to that line just brings a little bit of youth and some forechecking ability there, some speed, some strength. That he's done a great job and had a tremendous weekend here. So they were a big part of why we were able to get 2 big wins this past weekend, and they're playing well together, which is great to see.
And I think Miles and Risk had played together previously.
Yeah, I think back in maybe Medicine Hat back in the day there in the AJHL. So a little bit of a past connection there that was able to reunite, and they're it's obviously working out well.
Like Bridget asked this a little bit ago, but given where Miami is in the standings, how do you make sure the team is focused on this team this weekend?
Yeah, I don't think it's too hard. I think when you're just watching the pre-scout and you see their ability, when you look at their roster, I mean, they got some pretty big time players on their roster that are dangerous players. And even when you're watching the Denver game, it's 0-0 after 1 and 2-0 or 1 goal game sometimes after 2. So everybody realizes, they're just playing in the NCHC. They're playing against good teams that are hard to beat. And so we have to just treat it like a normal week and prepare properly and be ready to go. And we're going to do that. We're going to do just that. We're going to make sure we're finding ways to get better this week and keep growing and be ready to go this weekend.
Does the team take a look at the NCHC standings? It's so tight, like 1 through 6. Are they looking at that and knowing that 6 points can really make a difference, especially down the stretch?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Harry. But I think everybody's aware usually of the situation, and you guys are pretty smart, and everybody kind of is aware of what's going on. But even myself, I think it's just so important just to stay, with a laser focus on trying to improve and trying to get better and preparing for the weekend. So I think most of the guys carry that same initiative just to make sure that they're focusing on trying to improve and making sure we're prepared as we can be for the opponent we're facing that weekend.
Mike, with a number of new faces on the team this season, do you kind of get the feeling that as the season's gone along, the team's getting better and better and maybe playing its best hockey right now?
Yeah, I think that's been one of our traits for a while now, that we just find ways to keep growing and improving. And I think it's everybody involved to make that happen, whether it's the staff or the players. Everybody has to buy into that and have that growth mindset and a hunger to keep improving, and then do the work necessary to let that happen. And so something we take a lot of pride in here, and sometimes the results show it, sometimes they don't, but finding ways to get better. And I do feel that you can just talking to these guys that, they're getting rewarded with some good play now, and Harry and Risk are prime examples of that, right? They were snake bitten there for the first half quite a bit there, but they're unbelievable people that just keep working and showing up and doing the work. They don't go into victim mindset. They don't complain. They don't point fingers. They don't look for excuses. They just keep working. And I believe when you do that long enough, good things come eventually, and they're getting that right now. So just happy the guys are keep improving, keep growing, and got lots of work still to do here, and we'll keep working.
Some great news, Simon, on that watch list for a Richter Award again. So certainly good news. He was certainly a candidate for stars in both nights, obviously, last weekend.
Yeah, you know what? I really thought Simon played extremely well this past weekend. I thought he was really poised in the net, made some big saves look easy. I think when goalies are doing that, they're very, very good positionally. And just was an anchor back there for both games this weekend. It was a big part of why we won.
Does that make it a little tougher going into Miami, where you traditionally probably might have played both goalies to give them time? Does it kind of make that difficult when Simon has a good weekend like that?
Yeah, there's no easy lineup decisions in college hockey, I'll tell you. It's just difficult because every game's so important, and everybody's good, and like you said, so yeah, just try to go game by game as much as we can. And the good news is we got 2 great options there. Kevin's really got some great experience here in the past couple of months, and Simon's playing well, so that's a good problem to have. And they're both cheering for each other too, so they know the situation. And again, their job's just to keep working too and be ready for when their number is called to play, and they're doing just that. So good problem for us to have right now.
Are you getting anybody back health-wise this weekend, Coach?
Unfortunately, no. And I think Mitchell won't be available here this weekend. There, he got hurt there Friday night, and so I think he'll still be out for this weekend, which is too bad because he's probably one of our hottest guys there. But again, like we talked about, we got other guys healthy now, so it's a good opportunity for other guys that have been chomping for some more minutes to get an opportunity to step in and contribute, and need other guys around to step up as well. So good opportunity for guys to get some more opportunity this weekend here. Awesome. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, I heard that new ad with your voiceover.
I just saw that.